Back with another video, man. And today we got the best three-star teams to rebuild in college football 25. So y'all been killing the best one-star teams. Y'all even been killing the best two-star teams, man. Y'all bought both of those joints over 1,000 views. So I appreciate the love. Appreciate y'all clicking on the video, man. But make sure y'all like and subscribe, man. Get them subscribers up. Get them subscribers up, man. So look, if we can get to 250 subscribers, I'll do a giveaway for college football to somebody who still don't got the game in the comments. But anyway, let's get into the video. I don't want to make it too long. So we've talked about one stars, we talked about two stars, and now we on the three stars. So I'm gonna break it down to pretty much what I think, and then of course I'm gonna show you the rosters of the ones I think is the best. So let's get into it. So we're going to start off with if you want a challenge. So if you want a team that's in a good conference but sucks, these are those teams. So you got Boston College, BYU, Cincinnati, Illinois, Georgia Tech, Maryland, Michigan State, Minnesota, Mississippi State, Purdue, Texas Tech, Washington State. So for all of those teams, it's all about just rebuild. You're going to be the worst team in your conference, but it's going to be a Power 5 conference. So if you want that challenge, pick one of those teams. You're not going to get too much on your roster, but pick those teams. You know what I'm saying? If you're the person who I need to be the worst team because I think I can rebuild and do all that stuff and it's more fun for you, those are the teams that I would say for those type of people. All right. For the people who want a superstar player, but the team may not be that great, these are to be the teams for you. Cal. Jaden Ott is 94 overall running back. He's a junior. You would get him, and really you get in Cal to use him all the time, run the ball every play almost, and just make sure that, he is the man. You know what I'm saying? So Cal is not the greatest of teams, decent team, but great star player. Same thing with Oklahoma State. It's a good team, but like I said, Ollie Gordon, 96 overall running back, star player. You're using this team because of the star. It's a solid team, offensive and defensively. But like I said, we're here for the star player. You know what I'm saying? The team itself is a little but Ollie Gordon is a dog. Same thing with Stanford. Eric Alamanor is a 6'4 receiver, 94 overall, 92 speed. So you pretty much got your little baby Randy Moss. So if you like to throw the ball and you want a tall receiver, you do Stanford because, like I said, man, you got Eric Alamanor. Like I said, all of these teams have pieces here and there on their roster, but these are for the dominant, heavy, super. I am a 94 plus superstar player. And last but not least on that list is UCLA. UCLA got James Sturdivant. Not really too much else because, a lot of their best players went to the draft last year and stuff like that. So they got some pieces, but still, you're really just picking them for that star player, that 94 overall receiver. So that's what I would do in those cases. So now we're going to get to my favorite part, which is always let's look at some rosters so we can explain why these other teams that I haven't said yet are some of the best teams you can use on the game. So let's lead this thing, get up out of this thing. We don't care about that. Let's get to these rosters. All right, so the first team we're going to go to is Arizona. Arizona is the first team that we're going to talk about today. I didn't mean to update the rosters. Anyway, Arizona is the first team we're going to talk about. The reason we like Arizona, and like I said, I'm going to keep it pretty quick on most of these teams, is because Noah Fifita is a sophomore. And, sophomore, quarterback, 89 overall. So you got a player for 3 years, and you got a 98 speed running back. Boom. And you got a 94 speed and a 93 speed. But also, you got Territora McMillan. If I mess your name up, my bad, big dog. But you got a receiver that's going to be there for 3 years just with Noah. So, you're good to go there. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to stress over offense or defense. And you get a player that's going to be good off the rip. You know what I'm saying? So I like Arizona for that reason. Quarterback receiver duo. And you got a good running back. You got some good speed here. But as you can see, the team is young. Sophomore, freshman, junior, sophomore, freshman, sophomore, freshman. So Arizona's a sneaky team because you're getting so many young players on this team to where if you just hold it down on offense, your defense will be good in 2-3 years, plus on top of that recruiting. So Arizona is a great starter team for 3-star people. The next team, Coach Prime and the boys. Coach Prime, self-explanatory. The defense is at least a little bit to be desired, but we're not here for defense. We're here for Shedeur being the best quarterback in the game. We're here for Brandon Hood being a 96 speed. Also, Dallin Hayden being 92 speed, and we're here for Travis Hunter and the speed with the receivers. This is why we're here on Colorado. We're here for offensive firepower. Like I said, we got a little bit on defense, but like I said, it's not amazing. It's nothing too attractive, but the offense is so high-powered that if you're looking to just air it out, go score touchdowns, troll your friends, that's what you're doing. That's the team you got. The next team, Florida. Florida's kind of like Arizona. Young quarterback, DJ Lagway, so you got your 4-year quarterback. You got decent speed at running back. You got good speed at receiver, 97, 95, and a 96, all freshmen with receivers. So you got great young players with speed. You got an 86 overall tight end in Boardingham. So, I mean, you got speed everywhere. And like I said, man, young team. Another team that has a lot of young talent. Look at all the speed at DB. Sophomore, junior, freshman, sophomore. So like you can see, and then you do have LJ McCray, another freshman. So the team is stacked with freshmen and sophomores all over the board. You got DJ Lagway, your quarterback of the future, and you're in SEC. So you got a great storyline. You can try to resurrect them back to the Tim Tebow days, the Chris Leak days. And, it'll be fun because, like I said, if you start winning with Florida, the pipeline, everything with Florida Gators, the conference prestige, like it'll be a very easy dynasty for you as long as you can win early with the team, for sure. Next, we're going to go to Kansas. Kansas is the same type of situation as Colorado. It's offensive firepower. You got Jalen Daniels and you got DJ Neal. Now, you do have the Jalen Daniels replacement with Isaiah Marshall with 88 speed, 70 overall freshman. So you do have a replacement for Jalen Daniels. You would need to find one for Devin Neal in recruiting because, or you could use one of these guys out here. But, the running back room, well, he's a junior too, so you could use him next year. But Devin Neal is going after the first year, so that's something you have to address. The receiving room is a little slow, but like I said, you got a good quarterback, a good running back that can kind of save the day. As well as, of course, you got good secondary with some speed on it, some freshman, sophomore here. Of course, you got Kobe Bryant. If you play cut, about Kobe Bryant. But, yeah, so you got a decent team. But like I said, you're really here for that offense, that quarterback, running back duo, running options, spread options, all that good stuff. So dynamic offense. Defense ain't amazing, but like I said, very dynamic offense. So if you like a dynamic offense, Kansas, Colorado is your teams to go with. Kansas State. So this is another team, very young, but young, good pieces. So sophomore, 85 overall quarterback, 88 speed. And then you have Dylan Edwards and you have DJ Giddens. So 2 young running backs. Of course, Dylan Edwards is from Colorado. If y'all don't know, 95 speed. So you got a running back with 95 speed who's a sophomore. You got speed at receiver with 93, 90, 91. Young team, very young team. This team is young, so young in speed is great. That's what you want. You want young in speed. So, again, it's a great storyline. Big 12, so the conference itself isn't as good as, other conferences like an ACC or SEC, so you could easily come in here and win. Look, it's at 96 speed, 90 speed, 91, 93. You got some speed at linebacker with freshman Asia Newsome, 86. Got a couple more 80 linebackers. But, yeah, man, so as you can see, man, Kansas State, another up-and-coming young team where, after the first year, you don't have to what am I going to do? You know what I'm saying? A lot of that team is put in place already. You just got to be consistent, win a couple games, and then after year 1 or year 2, you'll definitely see this team be very good because so many young players is on it. The next team we go to is Missouri. Missouri. So Missouri could have fell into that category of star player, of course, because of Luther Burden. But, you got Luther Burden, you got Brady Cook. Hopefully Luther Burden can give you another year. If not, you still got, you really don't got Theo Wee. So, like I said, this team is another Colorado-type team where you're really leaning on your offense. So you got 97 speed, 94 speed, 93, 2, 92. So this is another one of those teams where it's like, hey, I don't really care about defense because defense is bad on the game. I really just want to put up 50 points a game. Missouri is another team that can do that. So you have a quarterback. You also have a freshman right here for next year, but I mean, you also have a sophomore right here if you want to use that route as the field general. So, you got options. I mean, your quarterback's going to probably be bad unless you get one in recruiting. But yeah, man. So you got a great offense. Defense, it's a little slow. The DBs are good. DBs are a little good, but it's a little slow. And like I said, that would be the weakness of this team. It's a little slow on defense, but like I said, if you're confident in scoring points, this is a team you use because you were confident in scoring points. But the defense does leave a little bit to be desired. Next up, NC State. So you get a quarterback for this year, and then you got a freshman in Bailey waiting to win 80 speed. So that's great. You got some freshmen at 90 speed right here in Smothers. Great name, Hollywood Smothers. That's funny. But so you got a good running back. And then, of course, you got Casey Concepcion, sophomore receiver. So you're going to have him for 3 more years. He's already 89, so he'll probably end up at 90, 95. The rest of the room is a little hurt. But, again, Noah Rogers and Concepcion are your best 2 players, and they're both freshmen and sophomore. So another young team, a great storyline with them is, of course, being the little brothers in North Carolina. So, you got North Carolina, you got Duke. So, you got a storyline you can make for them, you know what I'm saying? Again, very young team, got some good speed here and there. 92 speed at cornerback with Aiden White. And again, so, you got some pieces. Like I said, you just got to kind of build out the rotation. 90 speed linebacker in Sean Brown. What else we got over here? And that's about it. So you got a user, you got a little bit of speed, but like I said, man, this team is more of a, redemption story team. Nothing really just pops out at you, but it's a solid team all the way around. You got a quarterback, running back, receivers. You got good D-line, good defense. So, yeah, man. So NC State, like I said, and storyline wise, good jerseys, good home crowd. So that's why NC State. Nebraska, we here for Dylan Raiola. We're here for the return of the Nebraska dynasty. They ran the 80s, they ran the 90s, and they fell from grace. And now Dylan Raiola is like the chosen one. So that's your storyline with Nebraska. Of course, Nebraska has a super young team as well. You're saying your quarterback's a freshman, your starting running back's a sophomore. You also have another sophomore in Malachi Coleman, who's basically a starter with 80 overall, another sophomore 97 speed, another freshman with 97 speed, another fresh. So, Nebraska's offense is so young where they're going to grow together. So, you may not be good the first year, you may not be good the second year, but you're having nothing but freshmen and sophomores starting on offense. And on defense, you got some speed and another freshman and Roger Gadney if you needed a user. You got 90 speed and 95 speed freshman. So sophomore with 88 speed. And then your DBs, 90 speed, so that's good. But if you look, they're all freshmen. Sophomore, freshman. So, again, Nebraska's a young team in the Big Ten. So, you might have to take some lashings the first couple years. But if you stick with it, this whole team is young. Y'all can grow together. And like I said, man, you can bring them back to the glory days. That's one of the best things you can do. So now I'm going to give you 2 sleeper teams just because I just want to show y'all some stuff. So UCF. So UCF is an interesting team because they're not in one of the Power 5 conferences. So you would get a team with very good players, but you wouldn't have to worry about sweating it out against the top tier teams. So you got KJ Jefferson for 1 year, but then you have his backup in Ja'Cory Brown with 88 speed, 76 overall. So you could redshirt him. He already got abilities. So you're good to go there. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't have to stress too much about what you're going to do next year. Running back, you got RJ Harvey. So you got a good 1-2 punch already in place. You do have freshmen down here, but you probably just recruit one. That'll be better than a 68 probably. But so you got RJ Harvey. You got KJ Jefferson, so you got pieces, and then now you got a 96 speed, 92 speed, 92 speed, 94 speed, 90 speed. So you got a bunch of speed everywhere at receiver. You got a quarterback that you can trust. You got a running back you can trust, and you got a nice 6'2" vertical threat tight end with short hands ability. So UCF already got a very solid offense in place. And then, of course, the defense. It's not the fastest, but you do have some speed here. 95 speed freshman Jalen Hayward, 6 foot. He would be a great user. 2 other 90 speed guys if you want to put them in. The whole cornerback room is 90 speed, and they're all freshmen and sophomore. And well, except the first 2 guys. So other than the first 2, everybody else is freshman and sophomore. So, this is a sleeper team because, like I said, if you can just dominate in the American Conference, you don't have to worry about it because this will be a way easier recruiting thing because you'll be in an American Conference, so you're not playing Georgias of the world every year. And you could probably sneak in, get them automatic bids, you know what I'm saying? And then that way you wouldn't even have to worry about it. But then eventually it would probably get too easy where you would have to probably transfer into one of those bigger conferences after you become dominant or you trust your team a little bit. But yeah, man, UCF is a very sneaky team, man. Like, you wouldn't think this team would be good, but it's a very sneaky team. And because they're in the American Conference, it's a team where you can kind of finesse because if you win enough games, you can kind of prestige and be good to go. Last but not least, West Virginia. So Garrett Green, you do have some backup freshmen right here. But it is what it is. Recruit them if you don't like somebody. You got 88 speed quarterback. Sophomore Jaheim White. So you can really just lean on the run game. I mean, sophomore 91 speed. You can just lean on him, carry you home. 95 speed, 94 speed, 90 speed, 90 speed, 90 speed. So you got some speed at receiver if you need to move some people around. Tight end, not really good. All their tight ends are blocking tight ends. So, again, they're trying to run the ball. But with Garrett Green, you can kind of run that option type thing. You can have like a pro style, like Alabama or Georgia type offense where, it's a lot of scrambling, it's a lot of running, and then like you just hit people over the top every now and again. Defensively, not the greatest. They have some 92s here and 91 there. Not the greatest defensively, but West Virginia is us on the list as another sleeper team because, like I said, you're playing in the Big 12. So, even though your team isn't great, you get 1 year with, your left tackle, your quarterback, and your running back to kind of steal some wins, do what you need to do. The biggest thing with this is, like, if you're good at recruiting, go do West Virginia because after that first year, you do have to replace a lot. But, yeah, man. But anyway, I appreciate y'all boys for watching, for tuning in. Like I said, this was the best 3 stars. Remember, like, comment, subscribe, man. And, the support has been so good since college football has come out. So I want to thank y'all for just watching my videos. The camera is coming soon. So, be on the lookout for that, the face cam. And at 250 subscribers, I'll give out a copy of College Football 25 to somebody in the comment section who don't have it already or who need it. So, yeah, just keep liking, keep commenting, keep subbing up on the videos, man. And I'm going to keep giving y'all this content. So I appreciate y'all boys. It's your boy Zig the GOAT. I'll catch y'all on the next one, man.